Whether you're a real estate broker, realtor, homeowner, buyer, or seller, everything matters when it comes to real estate. This is Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. Stewart Title's Bill Napick and guests open the door to what really matters in owning, buying, and selling real estate. And now, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title, brought to you by Stewart Insurance. Here to inform, entertain, and inspire, Bill Napick.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I am Bill Napick, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. Once again, here we are for another radio adventure on this beautiful afternoon. Thank you for joining us. We have tremendous guests as always, and we go forth once again to entertain, inform, and sometimes even inspire. So as I mentioned, great guests, and we're going to start in the center of the city, inside the loop, and then we're going to work our way outside. Our first guest is a notable entrepreneur, tremendous builder, building luxury homes, has a very interesting story. His whole life story is fascinating. We don't have time for the whole thing, but here he is from Al Ross Luxury Homes. Al Ross, welcome to the show.
Good morning. Good afternoon, I should say.
Yes, indeed. Al, you have a tremendous story, but first, let's tell people about Al Ross Luxury Homes.
Well, we've been in business since 2012, and basically our focus has been in the last roughly eight years is to build some of the most beautiful custom spec homes in Houston. Basically, what we do is every home that we build is a custom home, and technically I am the homeowner, and I select finishes, and every one of them are very, very unique. And our focus is with the idea that you can come and buy a beautifully design and build home without having to go through all the troubles of building a home for yourself. And so when you buy one of our homes, you basically are completely set up, ready to go. All you have to do is bring your furniture or get the house furnished and move right in. But every other amenities in the house, we take care of it, and every detail is also taken care of.
And when we talk about any kind of home building, details are so important, whether it's a $300,000 home, but your homes. Let's tell people the average price of your homes.
We're average is right around $6 million is our homes, and part of the reason for the price is because we build in general. We build majority of the time we build in River Oaks proper, as well as recently have built a couple of homes in Memorial, close in Memorial. As you know, some of the property costs are so high that by the time we build it, we're looking at $5, $6, $7, $8 million. And so that's what drives, one of the reasons what drives our costs so high is because of the land prices.
Indeed, the land price is so high in those areas. Also, let's tell people, I mentioned several things, Al Ross Luxury Homes, but you have also, as an entrepreneur, bought and sold other companies, and you seem to know when to do it, and you are driven as an individual, as a very accomplished person, your whole life. And I want to tell people, it's on your website, but you came to this country. Your mom and dad,
I was 13 years old.
They sent you here.
That is correct.
from far away,
That's
and you
correct.
came over here and stayed with relatives, right?
Well, with my brother, who was also 4 years older than I was.
So here you are you talk about adventure, right? But you came to this country, and you've been so driven and very successful in your life those many years ago.
Well, part of when you're on your own at an early age, one of the things you have to learn is you have to learn to survive, and so, you begin to learn that everything becomes a survival, and so you have to be very focused and dedicated to whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, and so it's becoming second nature to me is to be able to stay focused and drive it really hard, and so. And yes, we buy and sell other companies. We have many companies that we have purchased in the past, and we group them together and package them, sell them to a larger organization.
Well, let's tell people the idea, as far as here we are still at the beginning of the year, what is your outlook as an entrepreneur and a home builder in the River Oaks and in the luxurious areas, we'll say, of Houston?
Well, I think Houston is in a great position to have a great year again in 2020 and perhaps even 2021. We will see some areas of slowdown in some segments of the market, but it's just and that's very normal. It happens throughout the year. We'll see 2 or 3 months of slowdown, whether it's summertime, but in general, Houston outlook, in my opinion, is great. We're in great position to move forward. It's still relatively inexpensive to start new businesses, to purchase housing, and everything else. So I think we're in a great shape as far as what's happening, what's going to look like in the next couple of years.
Going back to your background a little bit, it's one thing to survive, and it's another thing to thrive, and it's another thing to be successful. But it seems to me, all these years I've known you, and I actually was going back to the YouTube channel, deleting some past episodes. You've been on our show many, many years ago, and to see you and get to know you has been fascinating.
Thank you.
But as far as levels of success, what is it where you have this appetite? It seems like you just keep going, you keep trying different things. They're related, yes, but tell us a little bit about where you get that appetite for more and trying different things out.
Well,
too.
in general, I'm a very driven person. I enjoy what I do. I'm very passionate about what I do, and achieving goals and objectives in life drives me. And I've always been a goal setter, and always enjoyed setting not just any kind of goal, but goals that are a little bit farther for me to reach, harder for me to reach than a simpler one. So that really pushes me hard and keeps driving me. It's just part of my drive, my DNA is to keep pushing forward, and not everything that I have done has been successful. And so you just focus on what it is that you want to achieve, and you just keep at it. And when you fall down, you got to get up quickly and wipe your pants down and just keep going forward. It's just that simple.
No doubt about that. So let's tell people, as far as the homes, what are some of the things, and people hear this show certainly in Houston, in the luxury markets, your name is very well known. But if people are listening from afar, what are some of the things that when they buy an Al Ross home, what are some of the things that they can expect?
Well, again, one of the things we focus on is building a home that we take care of all the amenities that someone would need in a large home. And so we include in our homes automations, and recently what we've done in the last few homes, we actually decorate the house. It's not just building a house and giving an empty house. We actually decorate it with the draperies and all the fabrics and rugs and furniture. Obviously, those are not included in the price, but these are all brand new furniture that we put in these homes. And our hope and goal is that someone can come in and won't even have to go through the entire process of furnishing one of our homes. And so we do all the preliminary work, all the legwork, and we like I said, most of the house is furnished when you come and purchase one of our homes. And you don't have to purchase the furniture, but if you like what you see, you can easily keep everything where it's at. So.
And recently you said that people are seeking you out to build homes as well, other than the ones that you're building and having ready on the market. Yeah,
we've, our focus in the past has been is doing a lot of custom specs where we build them and the homeowners come in and purchase them. And we've been really good at our social media in the last few months, and we've seen a big surge of a lot of calls coming in where people have seen our product. They've been through these homes and they've seen it, and they're calling us to do custom build for them. And this year we should have a total of 3 of those projects started
and the
over
website,
the next 4 months.
AlRossLuxuryHomes.com.
That is correct.
It's that simple.
That is very, very simple.
AlRossLuxuryHomes.com. Yeah. The term that you mentioned a long time ago, and we mentioned this morning, is tropical modern. Let's tell people what that is.
Yeah, I've been focused on the last 2 or 3 years trying to put a new spin on the new designs, and I do a lot of research in Florida and California, and one of the designs that we came up, the term is a tropical modern, which is essentially we build a house that has a lot of natural light coming in, and we sort of bring the indoor and outdoor all combined together. As you know, in Houston, it gets really hot in months of July, August, September, and so we like to sort of design the house in a way that when you're sitting in your living room, you feel like you're in an outdoor environment without being under the harsh weather that we deal with in those months. And so we had one recently completed, about 8,000 block of Memorial, and within 30 days it went on a contract. It's now closed, and so we've received a lot of response for these homes, and so the next few homes that we design is going to take on the same approach as we are calling a tropical modern. So.
And once again, Al, if someone wants to reach out to you, they should.
Best way is to reach me on my cell phone, which is 713-306-9154. That
One
is the
more
best
time.
way. 713-306-9154.
And see some of these beautiful works of art that some people get to live in at alrossluxuryhomes.com. You know, Al, a couple more radio shows, I may be able to afford one of these homes. I'm
Wonderful.
trying. You know
Looking
that.
forward to it.
We're coming right back with even more. That was Al Ross Luxury Homes. Please stay with us on Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title.
In today's litigious society, it is imperative to have the proper insurance to offset the many risks facing your business, especially if you're a real estate broker. Your errors and omissions and cyber liability insurance can help limit the threat of these risks if you know what to look for. Not sure if your insurance addresses the risks facing your business? Contact Stewart Insurance to be confident your brokerage can withstand these risks. Stewart Insurance, 866-798-2827. StewartInsurance.com. That's StewartInsurance.com or call 866-798-2827.
Welcome back. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. Now we leave the center of the city. We move out just a little bit. The Kingwood, Atascocita area. We have two tremendous realtors. They are a team, Kim and Mike Bush with JLA Realty. Hey, guys, welcome to the show.
Welcome. Thank you for having us.
It is super awesome. JLA Realty, we know about JLA, but let's tell people, first of all, Mike, about your company in case they're listening far away and they'd never heard of JLA Realty.
Well, fantastic. So JLA Realty was started by John Altick, who's the broker of record, about 6 years ago. We now have 18 offices, as well as of this morning, about 911 agents. Kim and I actually are the managing partners at the Atascocita office, which is at 18700 Westlake Houston Parkway.
I want to go back to what you just said because I'm still having trouble believing that. John has been on the show and other associates with the company have been on the show many times. However, it still strikes me. You're saying the company started 6 years ago?
Correct.
And you have 900 agents.
Mm-hmm.
Mild-mannered John Altick is doing tremendous work, and he's doing a lot of it in kind of a short period of time.
Absolutely. One of the big benefits, and I think that's really helped him out, is he has a little bit of a different thought process. When we start looking at people for management, looking for leaders, and as well as agents, we look for people with a lot of different individuality. We feel that the individuality behind our agents as well as our managers is part of our strength. We have someone for everyone.
Indeed, you do. In fact, John has a very unique company culture. It has been very successful, and he is always thinking. He's also a major reader. But in the meantime, as they say, leaders are readers and vice versa. But in the meantime, Mike and Kim, let's tell people a little bit about you are a husband and wife team. And if I understand correctly, Kim has actually been in the real estate profession longer. You're kind of new, Mike, but Kim, let's tell people a little bit about your background in real estate. How long have you been in the profession?
I've been in the business for 16 years. My first year, I was Rookie of the Year for Texas and Louisiana. So I kind of started off with a bang, coming out of oil and gas. Well,
Rookie of the Year is a great accolade. That's a great accomplishment for anybody going into the real estate profession.
Well, thank you. We wanted to be investors, and so originally getting my real estate license was about planning on doing our own investing, and then we just decided to jump right in and not do this part time, and it's been really successful. We've we bought our own investment properties. We've held on to some of them. We've flipped them. We've done some rehabs, and then we started building in 2013. So I think we've kind of dipped into the market a little bit everywhere.
So 16 years ago, you get into real estate, and just about a year ago, you recruit your husband. That was a good move, right?
Well, I've had my license for 11 years,
right.
but I really got it to manage properties. So we created a property management company because we needed someone to manage our personal rentals, and I couldn't find anyone that did it the way I wanted it done. So started a small company with no intentions of it growing, and we went from our first 10 with a client that had 3 to now about 175 units 8 years later. So.
Incredible. What is the outlook as you look ahead at this new year, 2020? We already have January behind us, but what's your outlook when you think about the marketplace? And also, let's tell people the area. I know you're in Kingwood, Atascocita, but tell us how you approach the market geographically.
Well, so So far for January, we've already had a pretty great start for the year. So I don't see that slowing down through 2020 at least. And I really, unless something changes, don't see any reason for it to slow down in 2021. Atascocita has huge amounts of growth right now with Generation Park coming in, the new developments along the Beltway. There's some great neighborhoods coming up out there. And, Kingwood is going to continue to thrive. They've got a few things they're fixing, and it'll be resolved shortly. So, but as far as the rest of the markets, Huffman, Crosby, New 99 coming in our area, we'll continue to see great growth.
And Kim, let's tell people, when you talk to someone, let's say about a listing, right? Mm-hmm. They want to list their home, or they're looking at you and your team to list the home. What are some of the things? How do you coach that seller or potential seller?
Yes, the biggest thing with us is that we have a team at our office. I've created my assistants to help. There's always someone that will be available to show their house. We've tried to go a little more high end, so we have a sign service now that we use, professional photographers. We're using the drone service, just making sure that they're marketing on social media, that they're out there in everywhere that we can to get their house shown.
Well, when you mentioned the drones, I kind of forgot about the drones. They are being used quite a bit in real estate photography these days, right? How often, let's say out of 10 listings, do you have someone that says, I want the drone, I want that aerial view of my property? Does that happen a lot?
Well, it depends on the size of the property. But if you go anywhere over, it's always great to have aerial footage from the front of the house and the back of the house if there's something to show, like a nice pool, nice decking, or even great landscaping up front. You want to bring up proximity to landmarks, like let's say a lake, or let's say a community, the community structure that's important to the sale of that property. So those would be great clients for drone service. And then if you have a large home, the drone shooting inside gives it a great kind of flow. That's kind of neat as well.
Probably need to have high ceilings.
High ceilings,
just guessing.
Yes. Yeah, but these guys, they do it for a living. They're pretty good. They just work it right on in, and it gives it a great little flow through the house. It's kind of neat.
Fascinating. As far as buyers go, Mike, what are some of the things that when someone comes to your team and says, hey, I want to buy a home in whatever part of, say, Humble, and I have $500,000 to spend, what are the choices that someone can find in that price range, say about $500,000?
In our market, $500,000, they have a lot to choose from. Our average home at JLA was about $260,000, $255,000 last year. Now over our $800 million that we sold, that's the average. So that 500 gets you above the average home in the market. But some of the newer neighborhoods, have some great 70-foot lots, 3,000 square foot brand new one-story homes, and that $500,000 would get a lot of home in a great brand new neighborhood.
And you mentioned about you are building homes as well?
Correct.
Let's tell people about some of those homes.
Well, so Kim and I,
are they?
Yeah, Kim and I started building homes in Huffman, 6 years ago. So we built about 29 homes, and we kind of do the same thing. We don't want to move walls and move electrical. We build the home. We put in great amenities inside the home for the market area, and we list it as a spec. And so we usually do 2 at a time. We're kind of running out of lots. So we have one that we're going to start this year. Then we own 7 other lots that we'll be moving towards. And then, who knows? With 99 coming through Huffman, we may continue to build. So
sounds interesting. How do you stay organized if you're so involved in so many different aspects of real estate, selling homes, property management, building homes? How do you do it, Kim?
I think I work my residential business. Mike handles the property management side and has for 7 or 8 years. I think he's got a really good team that takes care of our properties and our clients' properties. So as long as I can keep my residential business going, he's got the commercial side. We're a really good team to hit all of those areas. As
they say, it takes teamwork to make the dream work, and without the right team, it could be a nightmare. That's what I've heard, right?
Absolutely.
So before we close this segment out, guys, let's tell people, what else would you like them to know about what you're doing, and certainly how can we reach you?
Well, so I think what we do is real estate in general. We do a lot. But one of the cool things that we definitely approach our clients with a servitude attitude. I learned a long time ago that if you go in this business for the money, you're going to be poorly disappointed. So instead, we go into it looking to help people find their dream home, looking to help them build what they want to build, or looking to help them manage their portfolio of rental properties. And then because of that, we become successful.
And if someone's listening outside of Houston and they don't know about Kingwood, Atascocita, they don't really know where it is, how would you paint the picture of, how would you describe that area? I mean, it's called the livable forest, right? But also, what are some of the other things you would tell people if they're, let's say they're in Pennsylvania?
I think the proximity that we are to the airport is big for Humboldt, Atascocita area, or even from Kingwood. And then we're really close. We're just on the other side of the lake from Huffman. Huffman Crosby area, and we have 99 coming through Huffman, which is going to be big for that area. It's Huffman for a long time has been their own little part of the world, and 99 is really going to open that up. It'll be a short trip from Huffman to the Woodlands, just a straight shot.
Now, I'm thinking about things up north. Conroe's not that far away either, is it?
Well, it used to be. It used to be. It used to seem like a long ways, but now with 99, I mean, it's a short ride to the Woodlands. You can be in Conroe pretty quickly. So with the new infrastructure going in,
it's another center of the Houston universe as we think about points north. And let's tell people, how can they reach you, Mike?
Well, they're welcome to use my cell phone, 832-498-0016. Our website for JLA is jlarealtor.com. And they could also call the office at 832-777-1877.
Your cell phone again is?
832-498-0016. And Kim's number is 713-819-1642.
We want to say hi to John Altick. Also, I know he's listening, and we're going to come right back with even more. Thank you guys for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you're a real estate professional, then listen closely. Cyber criminals are targeting our industry. They are impersonating real estate professionals, homebuyers, sellers, and title agents. Their goal is to gain access to your inboxes, computers, and clients so they can steal information and funds. Does your business insurance offset these risks? Not sure? Contact Stewart Insurance to determine if your business is properly insured. Visit stewartinsurance.com or call 866-798-2827. Visit stewartinsurance.com or call 866-798-2827.
Here we go. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title continues. And guess what? I said it last show, right about this same time in the show, and that is, I always like to bring forth good advice, and that is stay close to your Stewart Title. That's right, your Stewart Title Business Development Officer. Guess what? We have two of them here again, and the first time on KPRC, he is Justin Ramirez, all the way from Kingwood, representing our offices in Kingwood and Atascocita. Justin Ramirez, welcome to the show.
Hey, Bill. Thank you for having me.
Here you are. It wasn't that bad of a drive, was it?
Not too bad, I guess.
There you go.
Well, I made it.
You made it. And let's tell people, Stewart Title, you're doing tremendous work there 24/7, even when you sleep, I hear. But let's tell people about the two offices that you represent for Stewart Title.
Yes, sir. Well, we're on the northeast side of Houston. We have got the Kingwood location as well as our Atascocita location, and they are both on West Lake Houston Parkway. And West Lake Houston Parkway runs all the way through Atascocita, across the bridge, all the way through Kingwood. So our two locations are right there, about 5 miles from each other.
So I'm picturing someone wants to close at Stewart Title up there. If they missed the first one, they can go right to the second one.
Hey, that's what we're there for,
We're
for
there.
their convenience.
The thing that is so important with title companies, especially Stewart Title, we have the A-plus team of escrow officers, and they listen to the show all the time. Let's tell people some of the top performers we have there to help them with their real estate transaction, whether it's residential or commercial.
Absolutely, definitely. So we've got a lot of experience when it comes to our escrow team, and sometimes I hate to throw this number out there, but combined, we've probably got 80, 90, close to 100 years experience, and there's 4 of them, so they're not all that old or anything, so that's why I throw it out there. But we've got an excellent team. We've got 4 escrow officers. We've got Vanessa Dillon. We've got Patsy Pankey. We've got Anna Moody, as well as Lynn Grimsley.
Holy smokes, they are the A-plus team.
Yes, sir.
Legendary in the industry. The other reason I tell people to stay close to their Stewart Title Business Development Officer is that we're there as resources for them. And we do that in many ways. Certainly, you create relationships with realtors, other people in the profession, in the real estate professions, mortgage people, and so forth. But also you have classes and different continuing education classes, and you are doing a lot of work up there. Let's give people an idea of some of the upcoming things. If they're a real estate professional in your area, Kingwood, Atascocita, some of the things that you have upcoming, Justin.
Yeah, definitely. So we try to keep the activity very high for our agents in our area and our lenders, everybody involved in real estate, of course. We do several trainings, CE credits as well. We know our realtors are needing their continuing education credits, so we try to have that available for them. We just did an excellent class over renovation, which was very relevant to our area in Kingwood. We have gone through some flooding there, but these homes are being renovated. They're coming back on the market with updated technology and the updated look, and it's really helping us. We've got legal training for them, an array of things. The best way to really, I guess, keep an eye out for it, if they were to go on our Facebook page, Stewart Title Kingwood and Stewart Title Atascocita, everything is posted on there, so they'll know what's available and where it's going to be.
I would have liked to have gone to the renovation one just to learn about the process. Was that well attended?
It was. It was very well attended.
So what other things are coming up or that you want people to know about as far as the next couple months or so?
Well, we're anticipating a good year. I mean, as Mike and Kim mentioned earlier, the Northeast is a great area to live. It's still got the piney woods. We've got several lakes, Lake Houston. We've got Lake Conroe not too far north, Lake Livingston a little further north. 99's coming through, so things are really expanding. I'm seeing a lot of business starting to come out that way as well. You can drive down 59 and Beltway 8 and see that very clearly. A lot of new development. So we're excited. We feel like we're well positioned. Outside of that, we want to be here for our real estate agents and the realtors out there to help them grow their business, and again, keep the things that they need available for them. So outside of providing an excellent closing experience, of course, we want to be there to help them grow their business.
Telling people, as far as being successful, all of us have different things that we do and help us be successful, setting goals and that. But you manage a lot of things. You have a lot of moving pieces, 2 offices, things like that. Give us an idea of maybe 1 or 2 things that you stick to in life that help you be successful, certainly at Stewart Title and even wherever you've been prior.
Well, so I've narrowed down, my focus and to a few different things. And one of them, of course, is Stewart Title and the company and doing the best I can to support Stewart and grow our business and to support our team at Kingwood and Atascocita. And outside of that is family. It's getting home and taking care of my 2 boys and my wife and spending as much time as I can. I've got a soon-to-be 2-year-old and a 5-year-old, and you snap your fingers and time flies. So I'm committed to both my company and my family.
A lot of moving pieces there. It's fascinating how you make it all work. But let's tell people, in case someone wants to reach out to you, and I know they do, they want to close their next real estate transaction right there in the livable forest at Stewart Title. Justin, what should they do?
Well, the best way to reach me is by cell phone. That number is 346-600-4081. It's always on me. When it rings, I try to answer it.
The number again is?
346-600-4081.
And is there anything else you'd like to tell people about the upcoming year, Stewart Title? I mean, it's incredible some of the things that are going on up there.
Well, like I said, there's a lot going on. It's a great place to live. There's great schools, a lot of new development. We've got good folks out there, and, we're here to help them. If they have any questions, they're always welcome to call our excellent realtors or, of course, Stewart Title.
Indeed. The phone number again is?
346-600-4081.
And guess what? Yes, there is a second business development officer. She was on the show last week. Christina, great to see you again.
Thanks, Bill. It's great to be back.
And she is Christina Sacco. Christina, let's tell people about the office that you represent.
Well, I'm with Fine Properties, and we have 5 very talented escrow officers.
All properties are fine, right?
They are fine. All of them are. But ours are, it's Fine Properties. And we have 5 seasoned escrow officers. Like Justin mentioned, his team has over 100 years experience, and we are just like that as well. And in fact, one of our escrow officers is over 45 years with Stewart Title, with years of experience.
And when we throw terms around like 100 years and things like that, quite frankly, many people don't know. We have said it on the show. I've said it before, and that is Stewart Title. Sometimes people don't think about it. We are over 125 years old. Our company started in Galveston, Texas. We have become an international company, traded on New York Stock Exchange as STC, and certainly a Houston hometown favorite, and certainly Galveston too, right?
Absolutely. And people here in Houston know the name Stewart Title, and we're here to offer the best service and really be a resource for everybody to help their transactions run smoothly and help connect the dots and provide much information that's needed.
In fact, people inside the loop know the term and the name Christina Sacco, right?
Yes,
You
they
have
do.
been there long before Stewart Title. You have a lot of friends. You're part of the rodeo. That's coming up, too.
Yes.
Let's tell people, Christina, if they want to close that real estate transaction, maybe one of Al's multi-million-dollar homes at Stewart Title, that can happen. How can they reach you?
713-816-6288. And I do have 2 classes coming up this month. One is called Death and Money on February 20th. And on February 27th, we're going to do a class on permits and city ordinances. So it's going to be really action-packed. And the city and ordinance class is a 3-hour CE class. So you learn everything you need to know about permits and what's happening within the city.
Death and money.
Death and money. It's a volatile market sometimes for real estate agents since they are self-employed, and you need to prepare for your future and always make sure you have a reserve of money.
There you go. As I said, stay close to your Stewart Title Business Development Officer. You will learn about all the categories that relate to real estate and to life. Christina, your phone number again is?
713-816-6288.
And we're coming right back with even more. Thank you so much, Christina Sacco. Stay with us, please.
In today's litigious society, it is imperative to have the proper insurance to offset the many risks facing your business, especially if you're a real estate broker. Your errors and omissions and cyber liability insurance can help limit the threat of these risks if you know what to look for. Not sure if your insurance addresses the risks facing your business? Contact Stewart Insurance to be confident your brokerage can withstand these risks. Stewart Insurance, 866-798-2827. StewartInsurance.com. That's StewartInsurance.com or call 866-798-2827.
Welcome back. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. I say it all the time. I say a lot of things all the time, but I also say this, and that is Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. This show would not be possible without our tremendous sponsor, Stewart Insurance. With their focus in real estate and a special focus on real estate brokers, Stewart Insurance is creating insurance plans to address the risks facing this industry today. And they spend a significant amount of time helping real estate broker owners offset and manage those risks. And the risk managing specialist is right here. His name is John Bramlett. John, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bill. Nice to be here.
I've never called you a risk managing specialist until now.
Well,
Never
that's
know,
fantastic.
Right? Well, let's tell people you always bring forth tremendous information and sometimes a topic. So let's tell people, what should we think about today?
Today, I think it would be a little bit about Stewart Insurance as a whole. We spent a lot of time recently talking about the real estate broker aspect of it and the fact that we work and provide a lot of commercial coverage, and it's important. And for our real estate brokers and our title and attorney agents, we have a variety of insurance products that can help them offset the risk that they see in being business owners. So whether it be a professional liability program or general liability for bodily injury or property damage. If you did a business owner's policy where you combine the two, so you've got that combination of the two. We've talked quite a bit about cyber liability. We can also help if there's if you need workers' compensation coverage, commercial property, or commercial auto. Our goal, our mission is to unite real estate and insurance for the benefit of a client. That means that we also work on the personal line side, generally beginning with somebody's home insurance, but we can do a variety of personal lines insurance property. So if you're buying a home, we can obviously do your homeowner's insurance. We can help you with your flood. If you're in an area where wind is an issue, then we can help you with windstorm insurance. If you're a motorcycle rider, we can help you with your motorcycle insurance. If you're a renter, you're not ready to buy, you like renting, we can help you with your renter's insurance. If you've got an SUV, we can help you with your SUV. So all your personal lines insurance needs, we can help. We're an independent broker, and it's important to understand kind of the differences that you see in that market. So you've got independent brokers and you have what's called a captive agent. And a captive agent can only write products or services that their company provides. An independent agent has relationships with a variety of companies, so we can find the best package and the best plan for your needs, and it's we can shop around to make sure that plan best fits what your needs, so you're confident in the insurance that you have.
I was also thinking about umbrella policies.
Exactly.
Sometimes that is the forgotten policy.
Absolutely. So if you need something above and beyond, talk with your insurance advisor about that. So let's say that you have, we look at Mike and Ashley, and they're a professional couple, and so they have their own business. I'm assuming that they probably do a lot socially and civically in the community, probably have people over to their house. So they might want to consider an umbrella policy at home to protect them in case something were to happen at their home or somebody was to be hurt. So again, those are the kind of things that you would need to be able to have an insurance advisor that was willing to take and is willing to take the time to discuss what your needs are and determine what's the best plan possible.
Indeed. As I said, managing risk. And the risk comes in many forms, too. That's why we need have access to these policies.
Absolutely. Our president, Tom Carpentier, talks about if you look at insurance in its basics forms, there's really two areas to take a look at. It's risk mitigation. How do you manage the risk? So what are the things that you do to make sure that nothing happens? And then you offset the risk. So when things do happen, and they are going to happen, then that's where insurance comes into play. So how much of that liability do you want to put on the insurance company, and how much do you want to handle yourself? And that's where we can come in, is help you work through that thought process and determine, I need a lot of insurance, or maybe I don't need as much insurance, that I can handle it from a financial standpoint. So we can walk through those options with you.
In fact, as just during the course of this show, we've talked to home builders. We've talked about buying and selling homes, but it makes me think of, sometimes we think of home insurance as, yes, I'm going to get insurance on my home. But what if I have that home as a lease property? That's a different kind of home insurance, right?
It is. You need to take a different way to look at it, because there's some responsibilities that you might have as a homeowner that you might not have as a lease property. And there's some things that you're going to want to make sure that your tenants, for example, have. So if we were looking at it from, let's say, a homeowner's insurance perspective, and you were protecting against water damage, you might be more worried as a owner about the physical structure, and you would want your tenants to be worried about their personal property.
Or if you're a builder, during the course of that home sitting there being for sale, that's another kind of insurance.
Absolutely.
We have it, and people can call
866-798-2827. 866-798-2827.
They can get answers there, find out about costs and policies available. The number again is at Stewart Insurance.
866-798-2827.
And it's stewartinsurance.com, right?
It is stewartinsurance.com, or you can email us at stewartinsurance@stewart.com.
Coming right back with even more. Thank you, John Bramlett with Stewart Insurance.
If you're a real estate professional, then listen closely. Cyber criminals are targeting our industry. They are impersonating real estate professionals, homebuyers, sellers, and title agents. Their goal is to gain access to your inboxes, computers, and clients so they can steal information and funds. Does your business insurance offset these risks? Not sure? Contact Stewart Insurance to determine if your business is properly insured. Visit stewartinsurance.com or call 866-798-2827. Visit stewartinsurance.com or call 866-798-2827.
Here we go, our final segment on Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. We have everybody back. We're going to start once again with Al Ross Luxury Homes. Hey, Al, welcome back.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
This segment of the show is so important because this gives us all the opportunity, even me, to say things that maybe we forgot to say. So on that topic, Al, or things that we want people to know that we didn't say before, how about that for logic? Al, what else should people know about Al Ross Luxury Homes and some of the other things you're doing?
Well, basically right now, currently today, we have several projects under construction and development. The first one being 1059 Kirby. Mainly most of our homes they all have a theme to it, and this particular one is an English house that's with the modern lines. It's about 8,900 square feet on 26,000 square feet of a property, and it should be ready for someone to move in sometime in month of late July, August. We also currently have another project that was completed at 3443 Inwood. That's a beautiful, about 11,000 square foot home that's ready for someone to move in at one of the most prime locations of River Oaks. And we have several other projects that are about to start construction, and so we have quite a bit going on, and we have lots available for doing custom projects and out here doing our best, and very excited and passionate about what we do. So.
Well, you mentioned the English home. Does that one come with a butler? I mean,
it could. It could for the right amount of dollars. It will include that first year.
I think that's what I would want in my English home.
Right,
a butler, and then that way, they could bring you snacks and in the theater room.
What would you like in the French house?
Well, that's another story. Going back to let's talk about amenities. I mean, we think about. And I think at any price point, when we think about luxury homes, a lot of the amenities that we find in any home come from the ideas of the super luxurious homes, whether they're here in Houston or California. What are some of the amenities that people want?
Some of the things that we are incorporating into our current homes right now is we've noticed it is a big trend for a home to have a massage room, especially in the price point that we're talking about. So we're now providing rooms that are designated as a massage room. We have dry saunas in our homes as well as steam shower. So pretty much you have a small, your own sort of like a day spa area where you have the gym, about 300 to 500 square feet of a gym facility, as well as the dry sauna, steam shower, and so on and so forth.
On a previous show, we talked about the importance of garages. And I think one of the homes you had like a super garage with where you could have many cars and things like that. What's going on in the garage?
Well, in the garage, obviously one of the things we do is we deck out our garage with the cabinetries and but more importantly, all of our garage come equipped with car chargers and the ability to put in lift, and so it's ready to go. The floors are finished, and in some cases we actually in one scenario where at the 8,000 block of Memorial, we even had a car showroom along with the garage where you could display 6 cars in a room that is air conditioning, that opens up with a glass of wall of glass that opens up to the pool area.
That sounds pretty good.
So,
that's where the butler will reside in my home. He'll stay in there, watch the cars. That'll be his place.
Well, one thing we also do, all of our homes have housekeeper, maid's quarter facility that have their own separate entrance from the main house. So they all come with the quarters, and so you could have a lot of facility for your butler and housekeeper.
Of course they do, and that's so important. Let's tell people, as far as where you get your ideas. I mean, to create these homes, I know you're always thinking you go to California and you study architecture, but what are some of the other places where you get your ideas?
The main thing, what we try to do is be so different from the rest of the crowd out there, and I do a lot of research. I travel a lot. Lately, when I travel, I also set up, tour of the existing homes out in Southern Florida, Southern California. I spent a lot of time in those two cities and looking for ideas and ways that other people are doing. And Houston tends to be, a couple of years behind the trends. And so I watch a lot of attend a lot of the trade shows and look for trends and things like that.
That sounds interesting. Once again, your website is?
alrossluxuryhomes.com.
Super awesome. Kim and Mike Bush. And I want to say something. As far as Bush, people are going to spell it like the president, right, Kim?
They try to. We have an I in there. So B-U-I-S-H.
B-U-I-S-H. There you go. But it's pronounced Bush.
Yes, I silent.
16 years in real estate. What is it you love most about the profession, Kim? Here you are.
Wow.
You're well into it, 16 years. And when people watch TV and they see real estate shows, sometimes the shows make it look easy.
Oh, they do. Well,
but the reality is there can be a lot of challenges.
There is. I love the relationships that I build. So with my clients, I'm not only there to help them find a home, but I'm also there to educate them on tax rates and HOAs. So there's a lot of different things. And I think what I've done over the years is made myself the person to go to. So when they need a plumber, when they have a problem later, I want them to call me back because I really care about my clients, and most of them become friends.
You really have to assemble a team to be able to help people, and through these years, that's one of the advantages of being in the profession so long. You know who these people are.
We do, and with our experience too that we have with flipping homes and doing rehabs and rental homes, we work with a lot of investors. There's a lot of that we can help bring to buyers that are trying to get into that market.
Mike, I'm glad she mentioned flipping homes because that's one of the things that we see on TV or have seen where, again, and of course TV should make it look easy, I guess, because the show's only so long, so they speed things along. But In terms of flipping homes, you have some experience there. What are the things that you should think about? Let's say a buyer contacts you and they don't just want a house to live in, but they say, Mike, I want to buy a home that I could turn around and flip. Do you ever have a customer like that or a client?
We have a lot of clients like that. They initially go in wanting to do the flip. I mean, the market's changed a lot from when that was very, very profitable. And I'm not saying it can't be profitable because every deal's different, but it's definitely a lot harder. There's a lot of money in the market right now. Banks have also came in and started realizing there's not huge discounts once something hits the MLS, especially on foreclosures, things like that. So you have to have great marketing to actually find those homes. But the best advice I give people that want to flip homes, we've sold some homes just because the deal worked. But I wish I would have kept everything that I'd ever owned, because your long-term gains.
You'd have a big property tax bill, I'm guessing.
That's okay. That's okay. The appreciation and the tax benefits of keeping the homes has definitely benefited us. Just because for the long-term investment, it works out great. So flipping can be difficult. It's not as easy as on TV.
There you go. Plus the fact, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, from a contractor standpoint, is it hard to find people to do the repairs now? And I mention that because I'm not ready to flip my home, but I'm living in the home. But I have a couple projects that I need done. I'm having a hard time finding a contractor to do some simple work. They don't get back to you, and all sorts of things.
Yeah, I can. If I could
give me a name after the show.
Yeah, if I could ever give any advice to a contractor, that goes out, if you're going to go look at the job, return the bid, and respond back. Do a little follow up.
Either way, yes or no.
A lot of times, that's kind of the key is people are sitting around waiting, and no one calls them back if you don't give them the go the day of. They kind of move on. So, kind of a little bit of a long game.
It really is, yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you're a contractor out there listening, return phone calls. If you want to do the job, great. If you don't, tell
Let
people
us know.
it's
That's
that
right.
easy.
That's right.
So as we look ahead, Mike, what are some of the other things you're seeing here in the marketplace and you want people to know about?
Again, like I said a little bit earlier, I think that 2020 is going to be another fantastic year, especially in our market with all the new growth that we're seeing coming into the Atascocita Kingwood area, then with 99 happening. And then, like I said, I don't see anything that's going to pull back in 2021 necessarily right now. I think it all is going to depend on the election and different things that happen at the end of this year on how 2021 is going to look.
What is the word on 99? When is that part finished up there? Are they giving us any sign or what?
So we were up there, Kim and I were up there just last weekend, and we've got a couple of properties listed around there, and we have a couple of buyers that are looking for that area. So we've been spending some time up in that market looking for some commercial clients. I would bet within the next year, maybe year and a half, that complete circle is going to happen. So everything between 59 on over to I-10 is where that last leg is. So they're doing a lot of work. I mean, every day it changes. So it's within the next year and a half, I'd bet.
That should be very exciting.
The complete
indeed.
Circle, correct.
The complete circle.
Mm-hmm.
Houston's like the planet Saturn. We have so many circles around it.
Yep.
And the interesting thing, as we talk to real estate professionals on this show for 310 shows now, I think, is that it is the city is moving. Certainly you have the center, River Oaks, inside the Loop, all those areas, but it is expanding in every direction in a crazy way. It's fascinating. I don't know what other people are thinking when they look at our city or if they have a clue, but if they listen to this show, they do because they know we are expanding everywhere.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Absolutely.
Super cool. So, Kim, what else would you like people to know before we close out this segment? Anything else? Anything that relates to the home?
Well, I think
fair ground.
I think seeing the interest rates as low as they are, we're seeing an early hit on the market. January was booming for our office in our area. And I just, like Mike said, I don't expect it to slow down. Typically, spring break, we have people starting to get their homes ready to put on the market. And, we're seeing it earlier this year, which hopefully means 2020 is going to be a good, strong year through the end.
Well, we have heard that already on this show. And outside of the show, we've heard it many times that several realtors are saying, we're already rocking out here in January on 2020. And here we are now well into February. So it's amazing how this is going to continue, or we'll see what happens. It's fascinating. Let's tell people how they can reach out to you, Kim and or Mike.
Sure. You could reach me at kimbush.com or 713-819-1642.
The number again is?
713-819-1642.
Kim Bush, B-U-I-S-H.
Yes.
Right? Did I get that right, Mike?
Correct. Or you can contact me, Mike Bush, at 832-498-0016, or feel free to call our office at 832-777-1877.
There you go. When you call the Bushes, you get a team, right?
You do.
And not just Kim and Mike. You have a whole team.
We do. I've made a living of finding people to do a lot of things that I don't do really well. So I've got a lot of great people that work with me.
Well, if you find know anyone that does a little light carpentry on the outside of the home, give me that
got
number
that.
after the show. I will get that from you. I sure need it. And Mr. Ross, here we are again. Give us another word. You mentioned you're driven. I already knew that. I told people that right up front. But the drive. Let's tell people again a tip about success. And not when things are going well, because things for a lot of us here in Houston, Texas, are going well at a steady clip. However, what do you do, and how have you addressed challenges in your life when you do have a setback, or when something you thought was going to be great and then it wasn't?
For one thing, when things aren't going your way, what you need to do is analyze it as quickly as possible, but don't dwell on it. Keep pushing forward to the next step. And the main thing is, remember, you always have to dream, and dream big, and dream in color, and dream as big as you can. And don't be afraid of sharing those dreams and goals with other people.
And indeed, we speak of teams. You have a team, and many of the people that are with you now at your company have been with you a long time.
That is correct. Many of them have been with me, even with the previous companies that I've owned. So.
There you are. You know a little bit about the sign business as well, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
And it's true. You started as a salesman at a sign company, right?
That is correct. Long time ago.
And you bought the company?
1980. No, I didn't buy it. I started my own company.
You started another sign company, sold that.
1992. Yeah.
There you are. I'm keeping track, Al.
Yeah,
I'm trying to keep up with you. That is super
That's a long
awesome.
time ago.
It really is, but it's so nice to know you all these years, to see your success. Please make sure that we're on your mailing list. I missed a few mail outs because there's a few homes I missed that you've had out.
Absolutely.
They are something to see, even if you can't afford them. They're works of art that
we encourage and invite as many people like to come to our open houses. They will be posted on our Facebook pages or Instagram. And always we try to do a big event at each one of our openings.
Not only that, remember I played the piano at the opening of that one.
I know, we should do it again. We got another one coming up.
I'll dust off the keyboards. I'll be right over. You've been listening to Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title, AlRossLuxuryHomes.com. And Kim, what's the website?
KimBush.com.
B-U-I-S-H.
B-U-I-S-H.
You've been listening to Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. I am your host, Bill Nampick. Tune in frequently, and if you miss a past show, or you want to go back to this show or any of the other 310 shows, just go to Stewart.com/Houston, Stewart.com/Houston. I'll say it one more time. Stay close to your Stewart Title Business Development Officer. And if you want to close your real estate transaction, and we hope you do at Stewart Title, whether it's residential or commercial, simply go to Stewart.com. We are poised all over the country, and certainly here in Houston, Texas, to serve you. Stewart.com/Houston. Thanks for listening.
When it comes to real estate, everything matters. Whether you're a broker, realtor, homeowner, buyer, or seller, for informative and entertaining information when it comes to owning, buying, and selling real estate, tune in Sundays at 5 p.m. to Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title, brought to you by Stewart Insurance. In today's litigious society, it is imperative to have the proper insurance to offset the many risks facing your business, especially if you're a real estate broker. Your errors and omissions and cyber liability insurance can help limit the threat of these risks if you know what to look for. Not sure if your insurance addresses the risks facing your business? Contact Stewart Insurance to be confident your brokerage can withstand these risks. Stewart Insurance, 866-798-2827. StewartInsurance.com. That's StewartInsurance.com, or call 866-798-2827.